Howdy everyone. I did some math for you. I did some tracking for you, and it's pretty simple. So grab your pencil, grab your paper, prepare to take some notes, prepare to write some things down. Let's get ready to go. I am Texas Donna, and I am talking about carnivore in a real life, flawed lifestyle as a woman sort of approaching menopause, nearly an empty nester, living here in very hot Texas, and I'm here and I'm talking to you. And so if any of that resonates with you, please hang on. Please hang tight. Now, I did do some math. This is the world's simplest carnivore menu based on my needs. If you are a foodie and you need a lot of variety, I'm just telling you right now, click off of this video, move along. This won't satisfy you at all. One of the things I love about carnivore is how simple it is. It is very simple, and I just need to not think a whole lot about food really right now. And it's hot. I don't like a lot of cooking, so I also figured out some things I need nutritionally. So I made this very simple menu that I can eat every single day that seems to be just perfect for me. I mean, I'm feeling pretty fantastic on this thing that I repeat most days with a tiny little bit of variation sometimes, which I will talk about in a minute. So I'd like to go through exactly what I ate for 7 days straight. I'd like to go over the macros of that for me. You'll need to make your own adjustments, and what it cost per serving and what it cost total for the week for me to do this. And I included my beverages in here. And yes, one of those beverages is coffee. Okay, so let's just get that out there, all right? I'm not gonna have the coffee conversation. Please don't talk in the comments about how I should really try to give up coffee or whatever. I'm not talking to you people anymore that are telling me that. All right, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, all right, I discovered right before I launched into this project, log everything I eat for 7 days straight, that I did a lot better when I didn't eat eggs. Even though eggs are a great source of protein and they're a very affordable source of protein, and I'm pro egg, I eliminated eggs. I felt better when I didn't eat the eggs. I also dropped 3 pounds right away when I stopped eating eggs. I greatly limit dairy. In fact, I think the dairy wasn't even in this menu. Matter of fact, this is from a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes I will add a slice or two of cheese in there, but it's really that's it. I'm not doing any more cream, not snacking on cheese, none of that. Cheese is pretty much out except for a little bit sometimes. All right. I also, you know what? I felt better when I gave up bacon. I'm sorry guys. I think bacon is fantastic. Bacon helped me really convert to carnivore because I could cook up a bunch and keep it in the fridge. And while I was trying to conquer the snack monster, it was very good to have bacon available in the fridge, ready to go for me so that I didn't go get something else. So, but bacon has I've said goodbye to bacon for right now. I'm feeling a lot better with this. What I'm feeling great on every day is fatty ground beef patties and shrimp and a little bit of grass-fed butter. It's an amazing combination for me. My energy skyrocketed when I discovered this exact protocol. A lot of inflammation went away. I dropped 3 pounds real fast. I mean, just everything. So I am basing this video on that exact menu that I repeated every day for 7 days. I felt great. Again, I don't need a lot of variety. I need simplicity. I thrive when there's simplicity, when I can get in the kitchen, I know what I'm eating, I can cook it, I can clean it fast, there's not cutting and chopping and blah, 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 and all of that, and then I know I'm gonna repeat it the next day. If I ever get bored, I'll switch something out. Hey, I mean, who cares? All right, so I went to, let's see, the 2 stores. I'm looking at my notes if you wonder what I'm doing. I did a little bit at Whole Foods, and then mostly at Costco is where I got these things. So the first thing is that every day I had 3 ground beef patties from the Costco frozen section, and they were the 75-25 package of ground beef patties. It was 18 1/3 pound patties in that package. That's the first thing I got. And then I got the Costco pre-cooked frozen shrimp. I got that. From Costco, I got the New Zealand grass-fed butter in that pretty green box. So I got that. And then let's see, I did drink LaCroix, and I got the LaCroix at Whole Foods. They carry it at Costco. I just happened to get it at Whole Foods. I think you save a little money if you get one of the sparkling waters at Costco. That's up to you if you like different flavors. I like that limoncello flavor of LaCroix in the summer. Man, that's really good. So that's kind of what I drank. And then I did drink coffee, and I get my coffee ethically sourced, locally roasted at White Rock Coffee here in Dallas, Texas. I get their house blend. It is the best coffee I've ever had in my whole life, and I drink it every single day, and I love it. And yes, they will ship to you. I'll put the link in the description of this. I'm not an affiliate of theirs. I don't make any money, but they're a great coffee shop. I love their coffee. So let's go through that. All right, so every day I had 3 of those beef patties, 75-25. And I had 11 shrimp. I know that is so specific, but it was a serving size, and it fit right in with the macros that I was trying to hit. Yes, I measured. I'll talk about that in a second. All right. And then I had 1 tablespoon of the grass-fed butter. Asterisk here. Some days I got a little more hungry, and I would have a couple more tablespoons of the butter, of the grass-fed butter. So that helped me. Anytime I felt like I needed more, I added more butter. That worked really great for me. I had 1 to 2 LaCroix a day. It was 1 12-pack over the course of a week, and I went through about a package of the coffee, of the house blend coffee. All right, so the LaCroix, per serving of LaCroix is about 50 cents. I paid $5.99 for a 12-pack of LaCroix at Whole Foods, all right? Per serving of the coffee is about 21 cents, all right? And I had probably 5 cups, and then my husband and son probably had between them maybe 3 cups. In any case, yeah, I sip my coffee all morning long. So, but that's pretty affordable. I mean, it's a nice coffee, 21 cents a cup, about, I don't know, I kind of guesstimated there. Those patties end up being about $1.50 each. The shrimp, a serving of that shrimp ends up being about $1.36 per serving of shrimp. And the butter, a tablespoon of that butter, when you do the hard math, is 17 cents per tablespoon. All right, so those were the costs per serving of each individual item. So let's talk about per day. So if I had 2 LaCroix in a day, that's $1 in that day. If you're not drinking LaCroix, you can subtract that $1 right on out of there. The coffee per day with me, and it was hard to separate out with me and what my husband might drink or what my son might drink, but the household drank about $1.71 worth of house brewed coffee per day. All right. Patties, I was spending then about $4.50 per day on the beef patties. And I was just having 1 serving of the shrimp. So again, that was $1.36 for the serving of the shrimp. And I was just normally having 1 tablespoon of the butter, that's 17 cents. And then there were days I might have had a couple of extra tablespoons of the butter. I didn't really count that in my daily cost though for now, just for these math purposes. All right, so for the week, I spent about $6 for the week on LaCroix. I spent $11.95 on a package of coffee. I spent $31.49 all told over the course of 7 days on beef patties. I spent $9.54 on shrimp and $1.20 on butter. Now, if you're going to go to the store the first time and buy these things, you're going to be spending more. So that was $61.18 worth of food and drink for me, and a little more with the coffee with my husband and son. $61.18 really to feed me and keep me in delicious beverages for the week. If you go to Costco though and you're doing your initial shopping, you're going to spend more because you're buying the whole thing of butter. You're going to spend more because you're buying a whole thing of shrimp, which will last you longer than a week. You're going to have to buy 2 things of the patties. It was $26.99 for a thing of the patties. That won't quite last you the week. So I don't know, you might spend maybe a little less than $100 or so on Costco if you're gonna completely replicate this menu and give it a shot yourself, and then it'll even out over time. So now I'm a small person generally, and I needed about 1,500 calories for a day, sometimes 1,700 if I got extra hungry, like I said, and I added butter. That was a couple of hundred more calories per day. Let me see, and that was 92 grams of protein, 0 carb, and let's see, 125 grams of fat. So that's pretty much what I ate every day. Let me address the people that say no tracking. Okay, I get it. I tracked here. It helped me. It's helped me drop, like 9 pounds total over the 3 weeks or so that I've been tracking, just because I've got to be accountable when I track. All right, so right now I'm tracking. I think that if you first get started, maybe you should not track. You need to heal. You need to get in touch with your appetite. You need to let go of calorie restriction. When I track, I'm not thinking calorie restriction. I'm thinking in terms of, fat versus protein, making sure I'm getting enough of the macros, right? So I'm actually more like making sure I'm eating enough, not making sure I'm not eating too much. So I would say that if you still have hangups regarding tracking and calorie restriction, maybe don't track for you for right now. And then ultimately, once I really feel like I'm in a stride, I'll probably stop tracking. Once I feel like I'm in the groove of my life, I've pretty much got the carb addictions conquered. That's getting closer. I'm so happy about that. All of that. I won't track for the rest of my life, but I might do sometimes just to check in with myself. In any case, but I tracked also so that I could see how much am I spending? How much am I spending on my food? Now, I will say that I think that if you don't have your snacking under control, or your carb cravings under control, or you're not really being mindful about what you're eating, maybe you don't spend this $61.18 for a single person in your budget when you go grocery shopping, but how much extra food are you buying? I mean, I bought no snacks at the convenience store. I didn't stop for extra little stuff and pick it up and sneak it and pretend I didn't spend that money and pretend I didn't eat it. I tracked everything I put in my mouth, and that's all I ate for 7 days straight. Now, I will say, like, the day after I stopped tracking, I had some salmon. That was fine. Then I just adjusted everything out of that. And I've had some bison. We love bison. Bison is better for my husband than it is for me, but bison is a great red meat. But this was, I don't know, this particular cut of the beef seems to work well for me. All right. So let's see. I think that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. So $8.74 a day is what I spent on myself for 7 days, $61.18 for the week. And if I multiply that daily rate times 30 for a month, that's $262.20. And that includes the LaCroix and it includes the coffee. If you don't drink those things, then you can subtract them right off there. And of course, feel free to adjust for your own body's needs. Again, I ate 1,500 calories a day to 1,700 calories a day. I'm short. I've really got kind of a small build, although I've got extra weight to lose. So I'm going to think that this is the minimum a person should be eating. A lot of people probably need more than this. So I would bump it up if you're taller than me, or if you're a guy, or if you've got a bigger bone structure. So that's it. 260-220 for 30 days worth of very healthy food. Every calorie of which, I hate to say that word calorie, every macro of which, every nutrient of which is nourishing my bones. And I do want to tell you this, speaking of my bones, I am going to do another video where I talk about a bunch of blood work I just got done, a visit to the doctor for my checkup. I got my mammogram, I got a bone scan, I got all those things, and I'm going to go over the results of all of that with you. But I'd like to give you a little sneaky peek. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with osteopenia. And I then didn't have a bone scan after that until last week. Last week, I finally had another bone scan. 6 years later, I'm 54 now. I have reversed my osteopenia. I'm so excited. Now, I'm still like 0.1 of a marker into osteopenia, but I plan on getting rid of that. I plan to have another bone scan in 6 months or a year. I'm not sure when. I'll go back, but I plan on not having osteopenia anymore. I could not believe it when it had gone from minus 1.6. This was in a hip, to minus 1.1 in that hip. So I had gained bone density. I'm very excited about that, and I'm very excited to go over all my lab work, my doctor's appointment, that kind of thing, to just share with you what this diet is doing for me. That's going to be in a next video. And if you're still hanging out, please check out the affiliate links in the description here. If you buy anything from Amazon through my Amazon affiliate links, at no extra cost to you, I do get a little bit of a commission for that. I get a little bit of a commission if you buy a vitamin through iHerb. I'll put the affiliate link there. I have an affiliate link for the Stellus Sleep Aid, which is an herbal sleep aid. A lot of us don't need that anymore on carnivore, but if you're in a place in your life like me where you've got hormone changes going on, if you've got a little bit of insomnia happening, I took the Stellus for a few nights. It really ironed out my sleeping problems. It's a great supplement. I highly recommend it, and I don't really recommend any other supplements hardly, except for iodine and maybe vitamin D, or CoQ10 if you've got some heart issues. And Dr. Berry also recommends CoQ10. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So that's all for now. I'm going to sign off. Look for a video coming up about my lab work. Look for a video coming up now that my oldest son is back from Europe. He and I are going to have a chat about addiction. Me and my younger son are going to do a scrambled egg cook-off. So be on the lookout for that. My husband and I are going to do a video, because he's a yoga teacher. We're going to do a video about exercising for people who don't exercise, which, I mean, I do not like to exercise. Let's just be upfront about that. But he is going to lead me through a very brief practice for somebody that can at least start getting in touch with their body and start to awaken yourself physically if you're near the beginning of a health journey. That's all for now, guys. I love you so much. Bye-bye.